Tennant Minerals owns the Barclay project, which is near Tennant Creek in Australia's Northern Territory. This project includes the highly prospective Bluebird discovery, which is at the eastern end of the well-known Tennant Creek copper gold field. The Bluebird prospect has identified upside potential comparable to previously discovered major high-grade copper gold deposits at Tennant Creek. After early drilling at Bluebird has defined high-grade copper gold mineralisation to the east and west, the company has just announced drill results that they have confirmed new structures and a further expansion of mineralisation. Joining me to discuss more from Tennant Minerals is its CEO, Vincent Algar. Vincent, welcome back to the Stock Network.
Well, great to be back, Bill.
Now, Tennant Minerals has recently issued another round of drill results for its Bluebird prospect, which lies within the company's Northern Territory-based Barclay project. What were the key takeaways from these results?
No, the key takeaways from this IC program were that we continued to extend the ore body at Bluebird. In particular, the results allowed us to do a little bit of reinterpretation of what was going on. And that normally happens as people drill holes into things, especially ore bodies like this, and we learn a bit more. And that's really important to extend that. So what we found was we extended those thick high-grade gold zones to the east and to the west. And that's really critical, which means that the ore body is growing to the east and to the west, and it's not pinching out; it's continuing to extend. The other thing about that is we found that there's multiple zones. These zones are sitting sort of sub-parallel to each other and stepping off to the north and south as we move along back to the east and west. This gives us great interest, and there's one of the diagrams in the announcement that shows exactly what we mean when we say this. We encountered some really high-grade gold as well, and gold being very important as part of this copper-gold mixture. So we've got over 8 grams of gold. We've also encountered a bit more silver that we've seen before in some of our intersections, showing that the Tennant Creek field always had really good gold results, and we've been added to that. So nearly 22 grams of gold in one of our intersections. 14 meters at over 4% copper equivalent in some places. And then off towards the west, the eastern side of the ore body, again extending, where we had 16 meters at over 2.5% copper. And then a nice, really interesting zone in BB46 of 41 meters, which is really indicative of something still going on there. So really super excited about what this means for the ore body as a whole and our ability to continue finding more parts of this ore body.
Excellent. Well, that's a great roundup of the drill results. When it comes to upcoming exploration activities, you've also undertaken a steady stream of exploration at your copper gold Bluebird discovery. What results are still pending from this work, and what exploration activities are planned across the broader Barclay project over the coming year?
So we're really quite busy in the field right now. A couple of holes still pending. When you drill these programs, sometimes you take 4-meter composite samples rather than 1-meter composites, and that allows you to see if you might have missed something in the logging. So there's a couple of 4-meter composites we're going to be sending back to the lab because we've got a few sniffs in them we haven't followed up. And then also we drilled a couple of holes into the connection between our very prospective area at Perseverance, where we have a co-funded hole due to be drilled later this year. And in between Perseverance and Bluebird, which lies to the west of Bluebird, is a corridor that we're currently expecting a few more holes to come back on. So there's some outstanding assays there. We've gone into the field to do some gravity work. Detailed gravity works really, really well in the Tennant Creek field. So we've actually gone and added to our gravity in the Ironstone corridor by extending to the east and west and doing some infill around the ore body areas to get some more granularity of that data. So that's already underway. And then we're going to be targeting a number of different targets for lookalikes of Bluebird. Now that we know a lot about how Bluebird is sort of hanging together, we can now start looking more detail at the existing data and some new data to go and chase those targets. So we'll be busy until the end of the year in terms of field work and drilling, and we absolutely emphatically will be there until it gets too hot to work, which is normally around early December, I think. Is that the case? So there's still a few months for us to work in, and our team's already ready to roll right now. So it's a very exciting time now that we're following up very good drill results.
Great. Well, congrats on the results and look forward to following your progress.
Thanks very much.